Welcome to the Quarter to a Million podcast. Our mission is to inspire and guide 1,000 investment rookies to grow $250 into $1 million by documenting our authentic journey as rookies, mastering Forex, crypto, options, futures, all sorts of trading, leveraging the power of our Omni app and the cutting-edge Einstein scanner. No one else has this. It's amazing. We share transparent insights, practical strategies, and real-time lessons to demystify trading, foster disciplined decision-making, and empower our community with the tools and confidence to achieve transformational financial success. And if you'd like to join us in this journey, obviously you can always follow our podcast. We hope you do. Watch it, share it, let everybody know about this. Everybody that's even considering looking at trading in any way, get them onto this podcast. But if you want to be part of one of those 1,000, you want to be one of those 1,000 that we're going to help drive that growth, then go to q2am.com. That's Q, the letter Q, 2, the number 2, am.com. And fill out the form. One of our team will get back to you. We'll get you started in your quest. All right. And join us, because this is going to be one heck of a ride. We cannot guarantee results. Here's what we can guarantee. We're going to have the best tools that we can possibly find. We've already got them. All right. We've been searching. We're going to give you full transparency in all of what we're sharing. So the good, the bad, the ugly, you name it, you're going to have it. And here's the other thing. We are going to tie you in with the best trading trainers in the market. We've got Donnie Pips, master Forex trainer, trader and trainer. I can say that right. There's nobody better than Donnie Pips. You want to learn from Donnie. You're going to hear from Roxy Castellanos. She teaches options. And I'll tell you what, when she goes through that stuff, it is so clear, so simple. It's like, I don't know, a 5th or 6th grader could learn how to do this. We're going to connect you with other professional master traders that are incredible trainers, because that's how we're learning. We're rookies too. So join us. Podcast is starting now.
But yeah, actually, I was saying that was the funniest part, because I set up to take profit.
Yeah.
Computer froze. I couldn't move anything for a good 3-4 minutes. I'm trying to close stuff down, but even that's hanging. But I got the ding, because I had set up to take profit. So once it hit the 126.2, it took it out, completed it, brought it back. And even though I can't see it yet, I know where it was and I know what my profit was about. So
$20. And how long did that take?
13 minutes.
Not bad.
No. They just said it, and you saw it went up, and then it went down, and went up, and went down, and just kept on fluctuating. And you'd see it go up to like 110 and drop down to 90, then go down to like 98, then up to 112, then 105, 104, 103, 98, 97, 94, and then my computer froze, then it shot up to 126. So perfect.
You gotta love it. That's what we're going to experience. And if that took 13 minutes to hit that range for you to get in, set everything, and hit that range, that's insane.
He just said bye. He said he's like, if it's me, I'm doing this. I like this today. So when he typically says I like this, he says I like the buy on the NAS. So I was like, he likes to buy on the NAS, it's buy. That's all I did. And I kept it simple.
We don't need to guess. We've got somebody that understands.
Yep. And then he's like, I'm looking to get out at 126. So I was looking to get out at 126. I just bumped it up 0.2 because I like that number better. That had nothing to do with skill.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with skill. Purely, I liked 500 as a number better than 498.
He also talked about there were a couple of Omni trades that he had there that were predicted that came in.
Oh, the Einstein ones?
I mean, I'm sorry, Einstein. Yes.
Yeah.
There were some Einstein trades that were predicted that came, that were accurate that he had.
Well, I looked. He had 3 of them from what he was saying. So Einstein had predicted 3 different trades to do, and some of those were overnight.
Right.
But when we came in, we could have looked at those and said, "Oh, okay, great. Einstein predicts these," and all 3 won. All 3 were positive trades.
Right.
It's like, so wait a minute. So
builds confidence.
Mike Sullivan says, "Oh, Donnie says buy. I buy." He makes $70 in 13 minutes. We got 3 trades from Einstein that came in overnight that we could have followed, right? And all 3 of them won. All 3 of them were positive trades.
And Don, by the way, when he said buy and I bought, I lost for the first 7 minutes.
That's interesting. Yeah, because you can, but
that's where detaching emotion is so important. Just like simply just read the numbers and no emotion whatsoever. He said in, I'm going to get in. Is it going to work out? Most likely.
I love it. I can't wait. when we launch this officially Monday, a week from today,
Yep.
right? Because this is our first recording as we're going through this, right? And just reviewing the notes from today, like I don't want to miss another one of these. I want to be
No.
on every single one of his because yeah, you were right, Mike. We're going to get those interruptions as other people are there and you're asking questions and whatever. Some of the questions are helpful, some of the questions not as much. But in either case, we're getting knowledge and we're getting those pointers. The only way to get into those calls is to be part of our challenge.
Yeah.
Right. So hey,
And
we're there.
and what's the best way to improve? By doing. You can't
Yeah.
get better, but it's impossible to get better without action.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to take action because you don't learn really unless you act.
Right. And as I said, there's training 2 days. There's the onboarding one every week, and that onboarding is also a pretty good training most of the time. And then 3 to 4 days a week, we have live trading where he's doing live trading. So we get to participate actively in it. We get to do what he's doing or we don't, but we get to watch and learn. You're not comfortable using your money yet? Paper trade.
Yeah.
If you have 10 successful paper trades in a row, then I'm going to be kicking myself in the head saying, okay,
Why did I do this for
why am I
real?
not doing this with real money?
Well,
But yeah.
Yeah.
and there were several
Here's what I
people that were
found.
on there, and that's what they did, right, Stephen? They were
Yeah,
all they were paper trading, so they're just using the demo accounts,
correct.
but they were winning.
Yeah. What I found is Donnie really teaches you, he teaches you the fortitude to push the button.
Mhm.
And each trading session with him builds that confidence.
Yeah.
When you see Einstein, hit three in a row, if you did automated Einstein before you went to sleep last night, you're going to wake up with money.
Yep.
That's kind of crazy.
Yes.
Think about it. Think about it.
And
I
quite,
just set up my account, and it's not even fully set up yet, and I'm like, I'm looking at this now. Now I'm starting to drool. It's like I got to get in there and get doing this. So I'm really happy for you, Mike. You got yours up and running. You got and you don't. Do you have Einstein access just yet?
no.
So
Later today, I was told later today we're going to receive an email and we should be able to get it access to it later today. I'm just again when he said buy, I'm buying, and when I have and now I'm learning how to better set up my charts
yep.
and being able to do that and like I didn't even I'm going to be fully transparent. My first week, like I got in certain places how I buy here, how I do that, but when I'm trying to follow and he's like buy, I'm like wait a minute, where do I buy? Wait a minute, do I click on this? Wait a minute, do I do that? And I said wait a minute so many darn times that I didn't really accomplish anything besides just seeing it. And then I was like, stop being in a rush. I know you want to do everything now, but do what you can do and what you don't know, go back and watch or listen or pay attention and hop on tomorrow. Just
Yeah.
but again, my brother passed away years ago, but a couple years ago, but he used to always preach to me. He's like, you need to focus on progress, not perfection.
That's right.
He's like, the goal, you can try to hit this elusive perfection that you're never going to hit, but fine. You want to set that someday? Perfect. He's like, pun intended, but literally focus on progress, just daily incremental progress. He's
Yeah.
like 1% better every day, 0.5% better every day. Just be better every day. And that's what I kept on falling back to on this one. I'm like, you want to be at a 40 on day one, and you're starting from zero. Well,
Right. And nobody ever is.
right. I mean, and if you do, then fantastic. You might have just found that you are a prodigy and you might have found your calling. Congrats. Welcome to the community. Let's learn from you.
Right. But we're not going to run into that too often. I know that was not my case. Like I said, I was looking at all the stuff as he's going through and I'm like, man, he's going fast. I'm like, I got to put this on replay and go slower. And normally when I'm listening to a book or something like that, especially the second or third time, because I love to do that, I'll speed it up much faster.
Yeah.
All of my business books and all the stuff I listen to. And it's like, in his case, I want to slow it down. I just want to like digest it. Right. But that's because today was my first time on there.
Yeah, and I think it's important to understand, Steve, I'd like to hear your take on this as well, but I think those live sessions are purely for observation, following and learning and building that confidence. It's less learning, like the learning the fundamental aspect of things and some of the analytical. I think that you have to go back to the training sessions for that to build
So I
those
would agree.
skills. Yeah.
What I found is that in like today's session, it builds a lot of confidence for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you first started, I was like, okay, I'm lost.
Yeah.
I haven't traded like this before. And then as you start hearing some of the questions other people have, and when you know the answer ahead of time,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay. And then you start realizing that, you've already learned a lot based on questions that are getting asked.
Mm-hmm.
So you start my confidence is building on each time I go in, to get to that point where, yeah, you have that confidence to push the button. And also in learning the nuances that Donnie has, like you caught when he says, I like this, that means follow that trade.
Yep.
Because
That
that's what
means
he's
go.
doing.
Yep. That
Yeah,
means go.
right, exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Like go now.
Yep.
Yes.
The button, as he says, press the damn button,
Yep.
right? So, and awesome. You're right, Stephen. It's like every aspect is just learning. You how many of those sessions have you seen so far? Those live trading sessions that he does?
Seven.
7.
Yeah.
You, Stephen?
Yeah. My number was 6. I thought
Yeah, so
6.
I might even be closer to. I'm in that 5 to 7 range. I don't know which one I'm at. I think it's close to
Right.
7, but it could be. There was one that I was actually. I'm gonna go drop take a 5 or 6 because there was one that I was on that I had so many distractions on that I got about like 4 minutes out of that one. But the
I
rest of
had
them
to
have been
mix.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Just life happened.
Well, and life is going to happen to all of us.
Yep.
But that's great to know because I'm sitting here, like I said, my mind was just like I'm just trying to catch up and pay attention and listen. And there's no way I would have pulled the trigger today.
Yeah.
But one, I didn't know what his cues were, and two, and just he was going so fast. I was just trying to digest and understand. And but if you guys were somewhere between 5 and 7 times you've seen this, and he does this almost every day. Monday, what is it? Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, right?
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, every other Friday.
Every other Friday.
So
So
it'll be off this week on next week.
okay, so basically 2 weeks worth of just watching him and listening to him, and now you're at the point where hey, you're ready to pull the trigger,
Hmm.
and that's without Einstein.
Yep.
Right? So with Einstein, because I was watching, I even took a screenshot as he's going because I started an alert on the bottom of the screen on his TradeView screen from Einstein. I was like, cool. I got to read this later because I wanted to keep following what he was doing. So I just screenshotted it and kept going. So I don't even know what it meant because I didn't take the time to look. But you know what? I'm going to pull it up. I can share that with you guys.
And while you're doing that, while my computer screen was frozen and I got the beep beep and I expected that's what the beep was, I got a message, an alert popped up on my phone and it said it hit 126.2. So
Wow.
I was like, there we go.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So you're seeing my Einstein screen now?
Yep.
Awesome. So, or actually, this is Donnie's trading view screen. He was talking about Bitcoin, US dollar at the time.
Yep.
And so Einstein scanner says any alert function call content sell is bearish. So Einstein was saying on the Bitcoin US dollar to sell at that point.
Yep.
So that's pretty neat because when we're in something, yes, we can put our stop losses and we can put our take profits and all this other stuff. But if we've got something that's saying, hey, wait, I'm looking at all of the signals, and that's what Einstein does, right? It looks at all of the signals that it can possibly take in, more than we're going to grasp, right? Certainly
Oh, yeah.
more than I'm going to grasp. I won't speak for you guys, but more than I'm going to grasp. And I'm like, all right, so if it's saying to sell, I'd be selling. I just, boom, done.
And if I can't be at the computer or I have concerns that I'm not going to be there during that time, I'm just going to set up the take profit at that number. So it's just going to automate it for me because especially when someone's new starting out, you want to have all those behaviors. You want to be able to be, but again, life happens. And if it's not part of your daily routine and it's not part of your routine to not react. First of
Yeah.
all, God bless you if you have that ability to do that from day one. I do like I'm in, but like stuff happens. Like if I hear my dog going crazy, like God forbid something, I'm gonna get up and see why the dog is going absolutely crazy. Not if she's barking, but if I hear her like an intense, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing and go see what's going on.
Sure.
Well, if I just missed out and lost $10,000 because I didn't click this and then it fell off the table, I would have been pretty upset. So that's where
Yeah.
I'd rather just set up the automation.
Well, and that's a great tip because if
Yep.
we're setting up the automations, then there's only so much we can lose, but yet it'll automatically take profits like it did for you.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know life happens. I mean, I got two dogs running around here,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, oh, they got to go out, they got to come in. If everything turns, because that turned fast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, your trade, we get that $70. You got you what was it that you came in on? Like what level?
Oh, with below, I think I came in at like let's say like I think it was 125.0 like 89 or 09. It was a very at the 89, it was very low. there. And Donnie was saying he was expecting it to bounce up to 126. That's where he was looking to get out. But he was expecting it to go up to that level based on the indicators that he had seen, and he had it all mapped out. So I looked at it and was like, well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
He said, do.
And you did. You did. That's awesome. But my point in that was you were in at that level, but then it dropped. And
Oh
for
yeah.
the first like 7 minutes out of that 13 minutes,
Yeah.
it dropped.
Yeah. For the first like 10 seconds, it went up like
Okay.
and then it plummeted for about 7 minutes. And then it started teetering, and then it went up, and then my computer froze, and I didn't see anything. And then I
you
just got a
made
beep.
money.
Yep.
And boom, beep.
I don't need to see it. I'll take profit without watching it any day of the week.
And it's 3 times on Sunday. Just
Yeah.
saying.
And the more that happens when I'm sleeping, the better also. I'm a big fan of that. Waking up with more money in the bank account than I went to bed with.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
a beautiful thing. So what other takes did you get, Stephen, from today?
One thing that I want to bring up was something Mike just touched on a little while ago, and that was the focus on progress, and that's really key. That by participating more and more and staying focused there and getting just some progress every day, learning some more knowledge every day, that starts to build. That's the biggest takeaway today. When I saw the trading and people that were asking questions, and I knew the answers ahead of time. It was like, wow,
Yeah.
I've learned something in the last 2 weeks.
Sink it in.
Yeah. And then Mike's comment, and he's highlighted focus on the progress. And sometimes that's can be difficult. And like you want to get it perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But if you make progress, that gets you perfect.
Yep.
Yeah. You will get there. It's awesome.
I also had a lingo issue last week. I will say this. He's like, what do I do in this scenario? And I was like, bid. And he was like, if anyone said bid, you're wrong. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, how am I wrong? Like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I completely misunderstood the language and the question the way it was being phrased. And I'm like, okay, so you're not where you thought you were. Okay, take a step back. Let's understand this. I understood the terminology. I just misunderstood the application in the context that it was being spoken.
Yep.
And that's where it was just understanding that. It's like I never would have got that though if I wasn't on the call and I didn't see it going back and forth.
Right. And I'll tell you, just in listening to some of the other trainings, like the regular trainings we've done, it's like, wait a minute, we want to bid here. That this is a sell, this is a buy, this is and you listen to all that stuff, and it's like it takes a little bit because some of the stuff it almost looks like it's counterintuitive.
Yes.
Right.
That's exactly what I had happen here. Yep.
It's like, all right, I'll figure this stuff out. But even if I hadn't figured it out, if all I knew how to do was what you did, Mike, and put in that stop loss and put in the sell at a certain point, and just listen to what he said.
Yeah.
If I knew nothing, I could have done that. Now I will tell you, you had a gutsier move than me. I wouldn't have gone higher than what he did just because you like the number.
It was too tense. And I honestly thought the 126. I know he was playing it safe based on the way the numbers looked. I thought it was going higher than 126, like much higher. Like,
what made you think that?
Just the indicators that he had, and when you look back over the historical, based on what we've kind of been training with him on.
Yeah.
And he also is where I like the way he trades. Also, is if you want to push it, great. You feel free to do that. He'll also say, here's what our goal is and here's what we want to hit. So it's a conservative push. So when he says like, I'm waiting for it to get here, it's kind of like me saying, I don't know, it's a bad example, but let's just say I need to get to the hospital, but I'm not going to drive faster than 40 miles per hour, even though I have something, because I got to make sure I get there. Because if I don't get there, I can't be treated. Now I might die on the way.
Don't bleed out, dude. Don't bleed out.
Right. But if I don't take that steady path, I'm never going to get there and there isn't a chance of making it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a weird analogy, but what I'm getting at is when he said 126, I was 100% confident based on what I was looking on that probability tells me it's definitely going to hit 126. I think it might even go up to like 127.5, possibly more. That's beyond my expectation and my expertise. But I wouldn't be shocked if it went above 127 before it turned around based on just what I'm seeing. And that's without me knowing anything. That's just me seeing being analytical in nature.
Out of curiosity, where is it right now?
I see my screen unfrozen. Give me one moment.
Okay. That'd be great to pull it up just to see, how close you are there.
It also bounces like crazy throughout the day. You know?
Yeah. Now, were you following? This is one of the other things. I haven't figured all of this stuff out yet because a lot of times he's on the 1 hour chart. Sometimes he'll be on the 5 minute. He talks about gold being on the 2 hour.
Yeah.
Having access to the 2 hour for gold. He goes through so much information, which is it's golden information, right?
Yep.
But it's like I haven't figured out exactly why we need certain ones yet. I just know that if you're on the 1 hour, you're fibbing at the 1 hour, and I wrote those down in my notes.
Hmm.
But what the heck is fibbing?
The Fibonacci.
The
It's
fib.
the lines off to the left. And I got to go into it more, but I know what it is, and it provides a bunch of lines for buy sell information.
Okay.
And that's where if you drag it, you can drag the chart over. You just got to know the biggest thing is understanding where to put it. So you're properly allocating it. And you drop it at the bottom, the proper line, and then drag it up to the right spot. I'm trying to get you that answer on where the number is now, by the way.
All right. Yeah, and you can share your screen too, if possible. Oh, actually, you're on a different computer right now. You want me to?
I just brought it up on this one too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because then we can just share it here on the podcast.
Yeah, it's down.
It's down.
Yeah. So thank God I got it. It's down to 110.
Oh wow.
Nope, that's Bitcoin. Sorry, that's not true. Let me go over here. That was the NAS. The NAS is up to 25,176. So I sold at 25,126. It's up another 50 points. Remember I said I thought it was going to at least hit
Yeah.
127. I mean, it's yeah.
So you were on. That's awesome.
Yeah. And
Great
it's
intuition.
skyrocket above that.
Wow. So see, Steve, this is what we get to look forward to. This is good stuff. So look, guys, this is a great first episode of this is technically our second podcast edition, right? Because the first one was really the our challenge and all the different stuff we're covering, but it was just great to be able to go through this. And as we learn, like we said, we're going to be documenting everything, right? We're going to document the stuff we learn, the stuff we don't know, and like when I asked you about fib, like what the heck is he talking about with fibs? And I've heard Fibonacci, whatever it was that you said. But it's like, all right, it just wasn't clicking. So I didn't put the two together, and even with that, I didn't really know what that was. So this is going to be great because anybody that's watching this, they're going to get like, all right, I don't know what, I still don't know what even Don's talking about. Never mind Mike or Steven. And but you know what? Just like us, you're going to learn, right? And the beautiful thing is if you're part of our challenge, which means you have access to Donnie Pips, the one and only. This is the only place to get him now. He does not train outside of Build. So you have to have access to him through Build. And what? Oh, that was one of the other bonuses. I didn't even know about this one, but he just wrote a book on this, which is going for what, $30 on like 29 something on Amazon.
Yep.
And but we get it just because we're part of this of the Build Academy, and we have the Omni system.
And he stopped publishing, so the only way to get it is through Build.
See, that's powerful. So look, this is a great opportunity, folks. If you're just following along, hey, keep following along, stick around. When you're ready, pull the trigger. I'm going to recommend you pull the trigger now, right? And you just join us. Our first challenge that we're launching, and you've already heard this, but is next Monday. So Monday the 27th. That's October 27th, 2025. So if you're listening to this afterwards, I can tell Steven's going to say something. So I'm gonna toss it back to you, Steven. But if you want to be part of that challenge, reach out to us. Right, reach out to whichever one of us that you heard about this podcast through, or whoever, and get yourself set up with Omni. Right, get yourself set up with Einstein. And I don't even have my Einstein set up yet. And Mike, you're getting yours today. But I saw that, and I don't see how we couldn't do this. So go ahead, Steven. Yeah, I know you want to say something.
Einstein, you saw 3 wins today, and that was big reinforcement. A real key thing is everything that we talked about today and the technical facts that you and Mike spoke about, you learn those quick and you pick them up. When you're in there and you're following the training. It comes quick. So if somebody's listening to us right now and they're saying, I don't know what these terms are, you'll get it fast and quick.
Yeah, and I'll double down on that real quick. I didn't know one term 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
I knew that that's a chart. I knew some people call those things candles. I had no idea. Like I knew they mattered. I knew green was good, red was bad, because I know stoplights, but not because of any other reason, but because I know stoplights.
Well,
and then, So needless to say, it's like this stuff it comes really quick. You just gotta do the work and put in the basic time and get some sort of general comprehension and then ask questions, speak up. That's why we're all here too. Ask
Yeah.
questions, speak up. We're learning right alongside you guys. So
Yeah, yes, indeed. And make sure if you're not already following us on our social media channels, do that. We'll have those listed at the end of the podcast. And also be part of our live chat. So we've got a chat going where you can ask some different questions. By the way, when you ask a question in the chat, you got to darn be patient because we're not the ones with the answers. We got to get those answers, and somebody in the group is going to have one of those answers, like Mike. Mike's probably going to come up with the answer, or Steven, or one of us will find it, but we don't know them. And so, you got to be patient, but it's going to be fun. And the last thing I'm going to leave everybody with this, and you guys can close out, is look, even if you're not comfortable, as you're learning these things, that first week, the second week, when you get in and like, hey, I really want to try this, but I'm just not yet sure. Paper trade it. Use the demo account. The free,
Yep.
You can't lose. You could lose, but you're not losing anything, right? Because it's all fictitious money, right? And get comfortable with it. And when you start following Einstein on the paper trading, and you start following what Donnie's saying and doing on the paper trading, and you're making money, even though it's not real money, right? You're going to be like Mike said earlier. You're going to be like, why am I not doing this for real? Let me push the button for real and
yeah,
make some money.
and what Steven said was earlier too that I 100% agree with. What you're being taught here and when you're paper trading, it doesn't matter that you're using real money or fake money. It's completely irrelevant. You're building the habit. You're
Yes.
building the habit of seeing and acting and doing. And you're literally clicking the button and deciding how to do it. Now, yes, is there safety in the fact that you're not risking your real money? Yeah, but if you weren't here, you're not here because you don't want to make money. You're here because you want to make money.
Yeah.
Okay, so build the habit, build it safely if you want to. That makes complete sense. But once you click on it and you're winning consistently, well, unless you wanted to be just a voyeur and watch everything from the side and sit back and say, wow, these guys are great, or wow, he made this. Join us. It's simple. Just
Exactly.
build the habit of pushing the button.
Push the darn button.
Yep.
Let's get her done. All right, guys. Any last words there, Steven? Close it out.
Money teaches you the fortitude to push the button.
That's it. Well said. All right. Well, we'll see you in the next episode, which will be tomorrow. So make sure you follow through. You open up the podcast and you join us. And definitely remember, if you want to be part of the event, part of the challenge, the what the heck did we call it? Now I'm drawing a blank for Monday.
Oh, the quest.
Oh, the quest. Yes. If you're going to be part of this quest, I'm glad I can cut stuff out, right? I might just leave it and just
Leave it in.
the fun of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Monday we're going to start our quest. If you want to be part of that quest, you need to have your Omni system and Einstein at least purchased by this Thursday. So today is Monday. If you're watching this when it comes out, you need to be able to be on that by Thursday, so that way you can get everything set up. It takes a few days, so you want to get everything set up. And by the way, our podcast just prior to this one showed you some of the basics of what you needed to do to be part of that quest. So if you didn't see that when you just got this one first, go back, take a look, and get set up. Get what you need, connect with us, and join us, and it's going to be a ball.